Do you want to make better beats? Because you're in the right place. I'm going to help you. I'm going to fix your beats, and maybe you'll learn something along the way. This first beat comes from iStocks or Isabel. I'm sorry, I have no idea which name to call you. You titled the zip, "Please Save My Beat." You said, "Hi Riley, can you please fix this beat?" At first I thought it would be fire, but here I am. Here you are. You came to a great place. This is a loving community where we will be very understanding. However, I noticed that you are French, and you titled the project file, "C'est bien et je suis fier de moi pour une fois." And for those of you who do not speak French, pretty much Isabel here said that they are proud of themselves for once for this beat. And you know what? I'm proud of you. Let's play the beat. Let's give it a listen. Genuinely, there's just some things you're doing that there's things you're not doing that you should be doing. So first things first, on your master is clipping through the roof. Throw a soft clipper on the master. You can just use Fruity soft clipper. You don't have to get crazy. Just the default settings is good. And this is just going to keep your master from clipping. It'll sound cleaner. Already way cleaner. Now let's look at the melody, because I noticed you have this really nice kalimba thing here. I really like this pattern, honestly. And it's kind of wavy. What are you doing on here? You got reverb, you got some more reverb. You know what? Oh, yeah, okay. You wanted to cut some highs. Not a bad way of cutting highs. I would just propose you do it like this, because this will cut the highs as opposed to just kind of dulling them down. We'll address your volumes in a bit. The flute, I think, is kind of where your melody falls apart, but let's hear the chords that you got here. Oh, this is a lead? Okay, interesting. I think this is a little peculiar. What scale is this, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's the real question. This all looks good. This pattern I like. You've got a lot of good stuff with this pattern. And it looks maybe like you're kind of straying from the path here a little bit. This chord just doesn't really fit. You're kind of jumping out of the scale. And what I would propose instead that you do is kind of leave the chord, but just drop this down. So you're making this a suspended second chord. We also need to bring this G up because that's just not in key. And I think like this it's going to go hard. It's going to go hard. So this is kind of where things get a little funky, which I think we can just kind of mitigate this by doing that. And honestly, I think it would still sound good if we just kind of leave the C sharp up here, because it'll keep these chord notes in common. The chords will transition a little bit better. This is kind of an interesting chord here. I mean, like, it's the same thing as here. It's just you added the root note back on top. Just transitions interesting. And I think maybe this is just me, but if we just throw this chord in there as well, that'd be kind of nice. Honestly, if we throw it in here too, like, I just feel like we can give your chords a lot more movement. I kind of want to EQ this a little bit. Just cut out some of those highs, kind of make it more of a background sound, I guess. Also, I'm going to stereo separate it, so it's just going to open up a little bit of room in the mix for the rest of the melody and the drums. Now, the flute, this is kind of where your melody falls apart, in my opinion. A lot of it kind of comes down to, one, you're not in key anymore, and two, you're kind of doing something with the mixing where it's just really loud. And because your chords are not really changing a whole lot throughout, you can just go up to the G sharp here. You'd be playing the fifth, it works. And then you are playing the suspended second version of that chord here or somewhere. So this also kind of works. Now, what I want to do, since this is a one shot, you want to put the envelope on here. We'll do something kind of like this. We don't need to get too crazy with it. Let's just turn the hold down. Now, how does this sound if we drop it down an octave? I mean, we want to keep that bounce, right? So let's just alternate, actually. I think this is probably the move. And then we just copy this over. Nice. Ooh, my voice cracked. Nice. Kind of an okay thing to be doing here, I guess, but let's not cut it like this. Also slap some gross beat on there just to kind of throw a gate on. I think it would kind of sound cool. Okay, now your entire melody is absurdly quiet, so we want to turn it all up because it's, again, super quiet. Again, same kind of thing here with the EQ. You're not doing anything terrible though with the EQ, which is kind of nice to see. Even still, your melody is a little quiet. I'm just gonna slap OTT on here because I think that would kind of be nice. It would liven up what you've got. I'm feeling it. So let's look at your 808. Your 808 is, it's kind of a weird choice. Also, you're on C, but you're in C sharp minor, which is doesn't really make sense. Doesn't work. It's kind of out of key. And also, yeah, you got cut self on. That's great. I love to see that. You're going for like this drill vibe, and you don't have like, you have a great trap 808, but not a drill 808, which, I mean, I guess like it's not the worst thing, but I am going to go to Faded Waves Atomic Drill Drum Kit. The man, the myth, the legend dropped a banger drum kit for drill specifically, which you can get on presetsupply.com. So let's find some drums in there. Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, let's do it like this. Oh, I see. Okay, we gotta turn the velocity up. Let's keep it consistent. I'm also a little confused. Yeah, you boosted it. Okay, we don't need to boost. Now I kind of want to just pan these a little bit. I'm not even gonna throw in some slides because you've seen me with drill. It's not a good sight. It's just really not. And then if we're gonna throw like a slide in here, I'm gonna do it like this. And I'm just gonna hard pan it the opposite way. Same with this one. And I'm just gonna kind of layer it on top of the C sharp, just because it'll make it sound thick or wider, I guess. It'll make it sound wide. And that's a good thing. Now we got this hi-hat, which again, you're kind of doing like a drill pattern. But a drill these days mainly uses counter snares instead of hi-hats. Ooh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this roll because like, I'm not a fan. Ooh, this is the one. Although we need to turn the velocity up on this. Got like this funky rim in here. Let's change that for like a snare. Something that kind of just hits some chunky stuff. I mean, that might work. Oh, whoa, your snare is super quiet. What I want to do though is I want to kind of change up what we're doing with the 808 real quick. Just shorten these notes so it cuts when the snare comes in because I think that'd be kind of clean. What if we do that? Yeah, I should not be allowed to touch drill beats. Also, I kind of want to change the snare now. There's just too many good ones. Okay, let's kind of throw some mixing in here now, right? Oh, whoa. Oh. What? Because here's kind of what's weird. You got a melody bus. I'm all for the melody bus, but you're routing all of your melodies to the master and the melody bus, and this kind of defeats the purpose of the melody bus. So I'm just gonna unroute these to the master and just keep the melody bus. Yeah, that's good. So let's address the 808. I think this is your counter snare. I'm gonna drop the snare down a little bit just to give it a darker vibe. And we need to throw a kick in here for sure. Where the kicks at, bro? Whoa, sick. We need a kick pattern kind of to just sprinkle in there. Let's do this. Oh, bro, that's the one. They're all the one. I'll turn up that snare a little bit more. Yo, this kick's kind of crazy. Oh, they're all good. Ooh. I don't know if this is drill sauce or what, but someone told me about this a long time ago. So what you can do if you really want to get your drill kick to just be hitting, be doing some crazy stuff, put a soft clipper on it, clip it. Like you want to clip your kick. The kick's down here. What am I doing? You want to clip that. And then you can clip this again going into the master. And some super extra sauce. Sidechain it to the melody. So let's just sidechain to the track, you know, open up a limiter, throw in, you know, just some sidechain, nothing crazy. This next one's called Broccoli. Bro, what? What do you mean? Okay. This is always like an interesting sign. We got a melody. It's a Looperman loop. What did bro say? What did bro say? That's the real question. This one's from Wayne's Jeroms. Bro, I don't know how to say your name. I'm terribly sorry, but Wangy Wangs, I don't know. Wangy says, "Hey Riley, please fix my beat." That is exactly what we do. Let's give it a listen. Bro, I don't need to play too much. You were cooking, my boy. You got that faded wave mixed rack. That's crazy. There's like a small mixing things I would want to change. Like some of your levels are just kind of all over the place, I think. Like, listen, where's the kick? I think you could be more organized for sure. This is like a faded wave drum video at this point. We got multiple faded wave drums making an appearance today. That's crazy. So what's what? So we got the kick here. We got your 808. You know what? They're not clashing. Oh, you reverse polarity. You know what's up. I'm gonna turn your kick down because it's kind of a little bit too much punch. I'm gonna turn your 808 up a tiny bit though, so it doesn't feel like it's punching me in the face as hard. Also, you could definitely sauce up this bounce here, right? And then we want to do like a little blam kind of roll thing, I guess. Like, right? Is it like this? I haven't done this in a hot minute. Oh, yeah, that sounds good though still. Okay, I like what we did there. I'm gonna copy this over and then make the first half a little more chill by just like taking this out. We'll do like kind of this. Shorten this. You don't have an envelope on here, do you? Okay, we're not gonna do that then. The A is a little high, no, but it sounds good. Yeah, we'll leave it up there. The 808 choice I'm not crazy about, but it works. It's okay. It's still fine. Your clap. How are the levels? Ooh, yeah, the clap's kind of good. A little loud. I would turn it down like half a decibel. Like this is the tiniest little level difference. You got this accent snare going on. Solid pattern. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, that needs to be way quieter. Also, you could probably throw like a roll in here somewhere, which would kind of go hard, I imagine. Like this, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of fire. Like little things you got to do to like spice it up just a tiny bit more, add some flavor. Like you got a lot of good things, but you could make them a little better. Now that's the snare. I hate your hi-hat. We're going to come to that. You got the Jamaica open hat. What is that? What is that video? Jamaica, they can't even Jeopardy or something like that. I'm a boomer, bro. Open hat's a little loud, but I like that you dropped it down because that's kind of nice how it's coming in. Like just ever so slightly, just bring it down, kind of make it sit in the back a bit more. Oh, you got this. What were you on with this idea? This is where you lost me. This is where you 100% lost me. Because here's the problem. It's just so quiet. You can't even hear it. If you want to do it, you can, but I'm just going to take it out because it's there. It's not really hearable. It doesn't add like a physical bounce to the whole thing. Like you don't feel it. You just kind of hear it, but you don't even hear it. Now let's go to the hi-hat because this is where you're kind of getting a little carried away at times. Like this, I'm not crazy about, but it's okay. Yeah, I think... I mean, like, I'm liking some of the cuts you're doing with the hi-hat, but at times you're doing a little too much. I did add the snare roll. I think it would be a little too much to have that as well, because the 808's pretty busy at that part as well. So I think this kind of just cleans up your hi-hat pattern nicely. It's also pretty loud, and we don't want it to be this loud. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to add to your beat a little bit because you got this melody. You didn't even spell melody right, so let me do that for you, my boy. We'll slap this in here. Also, just like my own personal thing, I'm going to bring this down a bit. Like, it's good. I just think you could definitely add more flavor to what you do have. Let's go into track 1. I don't know what key this is. Let's figure it out. A minor, let's go. We love A minor. I'm just gonna start it with FL keys. We'll just throw something in there. Doesn't even need to be anything crazy, just kind of adding something. Yeah, something like really basic like this is all you really need. And like right here, all I'm doing is kind of just adding in a very common melodic phrasing. You see this all over the place.